Hello, my name is Mario Medina, and if you're watching this, I kind of wanted to spread some positivity and try to help those who seem to struggle because, I went through it at one point, but where do we begin? January 2025, I was in a relationship that first week of the new year, and my world came crashing down when she decided to walk out on me. She left me, and I didn't know how to properly handle, or I guess cope with that pain, It was the worst pain of my life. It really was, and I'm not exaggerating. I was with this girl for 4.5 years, and I loved her so much. All I wanted to do was spend time with her every single day that I could. No, I wasn't perfect. I made mistakes throughout my relationship, But I changed. I became better. Unfortunately, it was just too late, I guess you could say. But how did I cope with all that pain? Well, when it happened that first week of January, I had to figure it out. I had to move forth with my life. I had to move on somehow. I was given advice on that time heals all wounds. At the moment, it didn't feel like that. It feels like this is a pain that'll never leave me. That chest pain, And that whole January, I remember just crying and crying myself to sleep. I didn't know how to handle all that pain. I didn't know how to cope with it. I didn't. When you dated someone or you are in love with someone for 4.5 years to the point where, getting married with them is a real possibility. Having kids, all these things are real discussions with your partner. For all of it just to fade away, it's an excruciating pain. And it was hard for me that month. It was extremely hard. But how did I manage? Well, when she broke up with me, it was a week prior to the semester starting at Arizona State University. And I had to lock in because I knew I was close to graduating, and I couldn't allow myself to go through that pain and not focus in class. And I did that. I was starting to focus a lot more on my career, and at the time I still am, I was going to church, specifically at that time, I was going to Bible study every Tuesday and going to church every Sunday because I wanted to get baptized. I'd never been baptized before. And God was a big help in my journey. He really was. God was a big help in my journey when that breakup happened, but also staying busy, right? I was starting to work with bigger equipment, more professional equipment in the major I was studying. And I was putting these video packages together and reporting on stuff at events. And it started getting bigger and bigger. When the summer came, I started hitting the gym consistently till this day. I built more muscle than I had ever imagined. I was doing all these great things. And then when the fall semester came, right, I was on TV for PBS. I was reporting the news as a lead anchor. I was, going to football games, basketball games, softball games, baseball, tennis, soccer, hockey, volleyball, you name it. I was going to all these Arizona State University games to get video of and put it together for a video package. And then at the same time, I was meeting all these new people. I would interview at the campus and just talk to them and greet them. And it was extremely amazing to meet all these people, especially the people around me. At that time, I was working 3 jobs, and it was a lot. I remember how much I was doing every single day from August to December of 2025. I was extremely busy, and I just focused on my craft. I focused on my work, my personal health, all of that stuff. And when January came, earlier this year, January of 2026, it didn't slow down at all. I still have 3 jobs that I'm getting paid from, right? And I was working my butt off, just focusing on work, going to Mesa, going to Chandler, going to Queen Creek, going to Tempe all the time, going to Scottsdale, going to downtown, you name it. I was going across the valley of Arizona to cover all these high school and college sports games. and, being a technical director or a play-by-play or a field correspondent. I was doing all that. I was staying busy, working on myself, hitting the gym, working 3 jobs, doing all these things, right? And here we are today, and May is just around the corner. Graduation for me is about to happen. And, thinking about it, I'm beyond excited for it, but at the same time, I can't help but think that when I graduate, me working for the state press won't be a thing, me doing all these great things will still continue to happen, right? But just thinking about the journey that I went through, right? But this journey we're specifically talking about is the last year and a half. And it was quite the journey, I have to say. I went through the worst time of my life in the beginning of January 2025. Excruciating pain, didn't know how to cope with it. Here we are over a year later in April, and I'm better than ever. I'm good. I really am. And I'm grateful for going through that, I really am. Everything that happens in life is a blessing, if I'm being honest with you. All the bad, all the good, all of it. It's a blessing. And, to her, I really do hope she's smiling. I genuinely mean that. I hope she's happy. I really do. I'm not a person who holds grudges. I'm not a person who hates or dislikes their partner. That's just not me. It's never been me. I've always wanted the best for the people I've been around. And for her, even though she walked away from me, at the end of the day, that's not a bad thing. She chose herself, and that's completely fine. Nothing's wrong with that. It also made me realize that I had to start focusing on myself a bit more, because I was really engaged with our relationship and I loved her with a passion. And all I wanted to do was take care of her. In reality, I had to do that too, but also open my eyes and start focusing on myself too. And I do hope, she's in a position right now where she's happy, she's great. She's living her life to the fullest, and I hope she accomplishes everything she wants to accomplish. So, to the people who are looking for a way out of this, because there's going to be people who are going to go through this. Maybe you're listening to this and you're going through it right now, a breakup or something, right? Time really does heal wounds. I know it sounds like whatever, because you probably hear it all the time, but it's the truth. Time heals all wounds, and I want to be able to tell you that it will be okay. You will be happy. You will live your life. You just have to stay strong, stay busy, start learning new things, start focusing on whatever makes you happy, whatever you want to do. If that person was your happiness, I get it. I understand, because I've been in that position. But at the same time, you have to let go. If that person, it comes back into your life, they'll come back at some time. You don't force it to happen. Let time move forth and see where it goes. You might meet someone new. You might fall back with the person. I don't want to give you any hope of that, all right? But stay strong, stay focused, don't look back. And just remember that life is too short to be sad, to be mad or anything. Think about it. Where were you 10 years ago, 5 years ago? What mentality you had? What was it like? And look now. Time flies by, and it's going to continue to fly by every single step of the way. But that's what I have for you. I could give you more, I could say more. But at the end of the day, just stay strong. Don't look back. Move forth. And just stay on the path you want to stay on. That's what I have for you. Don't allow yourselves to be consumed by negative thoughts or whatever they're doing, You have to let go like I did. I loved her. She was everything to me. I wanted to marry her. I wanted her to be the mother of my kids at some point. I wanted to move in with her. I wanted to do all these things with her. And that's not a reality anymore. And that's okay. Nothing's wrong with that. That's just life. And her, like I said, I truly hope she accomplishes everything she wants to do. I really do. I don't know what she's up to these days. I don't know where she's at. I don't know any of that. I don't keep up with her anymore because that's just not my priority. All that ended a long time ago when I had to let go. I stopped paying attention to her because that's just how it is. You can't stay focused on someone who wants nothing to do with you anymore. And that's not a bad thing. But stay strong and move forth with your life. Don't look back. And I promise you, when time keeps moving forth, you'll be in the same position as I am right now. Happy, living life to the fullest, and looking forward to the future.